Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rise of the Podcast. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Kara.
And I'm closing the door. Ah, crap. I didn't hit record.
I just 5 seconds ago.
Hold on. Hey, we're doing this again real quick. And
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rise of the Podcast. I'm Master Chief.
I'm Kara.
I'm the Arbiter, and I'm Brownie.
I totally should have said Cat, because Cat is one of the characters, and is that 3 or 4?
Reach. Halo Reach.
So Reach, and then my older brother calls me Cat, so I should have said I'm Cat.
Swanky, you did derail me because I was so worried about replying to your ice cream
100%.
comment.
You did. So right before he replied to your comment, Swanky, I was like, don't forget to hit record.
And I was like, yeah, I got to reply to this comment.
Yeah. He's like, oh, Swanky derailed me. We're going to start late.
And make sure during her surprise, Chris, you have her angle, because we're going to need to get a copy of that later.
Oh, this is the angle I'm going to use.
Ah!
You guys didn't know that I had cut to black, did you?
Did not.
No. So it's going to be kind of fun. Tonight's going to be really, really fun. So this
Is it going to be really, really fun, though?
This has a story. I've even called some people in. So everybody knows I've got so many stories. It's like, I can't stop. I've got so many stories.
I can't fade to black. I can only cut to black. Sorry.
Kara and I's anniversary is coming up, so I'm going to do a little anniversary
Boo.
surprise.
I mean, congratulations.
In about 15 minutes. Oh my goodness. It can't be stopped, Chris. No one can help themselves.
Well, I guess I'll just stay on
Yo,
Jeremy's
you're so
angle.
funny.
What a
Kara's
jerk.
committed. Now you're Cat.
Cat wear blue.
Well,
You're wearing blue.
yeah,
Cat-
you're wearing blue.
Well, her helmet and everything was
What if
blue.
it got shot off and she had to borrow Chiefs?
I don't
Then
think you're allowed to
what's
take
Chief
them off.
gonna wear?
This isn't a Mandalorian. You can remove your helmet.
I'm a Spartalorian.
But anyway, so our anniversary is coming up, so that we're going to do something fun here at about a quarter after.
Swanky says a husband remembering an anniversary? That's like a lifetime pass on
I was
screw
gonna say,
ups.
Jeremy, when's our anniversary?
26th of July.
David Wallen says, hey, you guys.
Hey, David.
I may have called some people to make sure they're going to show up
Oh
tonight.
my gosh, I am very curious as to what this is.
I
Because
hope
of
it's a
how-
pie in the face.
I hope so. Well, I told her.
If it was a pie in the face,
I said I turned the studio into a water park.
That would make me very unhappy.
And the other
it'd
thing
be like Star vs. the Force of the People when she turns Marco's house into a water park.
That's true. Otherwise, I said she is Fire Nation, so I hired a fire breather to come down here and teach
Oh,
her how to breathe fire.
hilarious.
That
you're
would be
so funny.
as a standalone video. That would be amazing. We teach you
Lord.
fire breathing, Kara.
That would be pretty sick.
But all they do is like put alcohol in their mouth.
So what?
And
David said he was planning on being here anyway, so
I was
F
gonna-
off. I made that last part out.
didn't you try fire breathing one time?
No, I cannot tell.
Tried
that story.
sword
Okay,
swallowing
fine.
that one time.
Yeah. Anyways, so it's
Guardian Angels 24. I don't on YouTube. Is that somebody we
That's
know?
Al.
yeah, that's
isn't it?
Al.
Oh, Al.
Yep.
That's a sweet username. We have not missed anything yet. Literally, Jeremy was wearing a helmet, and then he was telling.
Wait, how many people did you call to watch
I'm
this
just saying,
thing?
it's it's fun. It's
I'm
fun.
nervous. What's
It
he
ups
gonna
the
do?
numbers.
Like,
Brad says Jeremy was just bad breath, not fire.
But if anybody who knows me knows I can't wait for surprises. So as you can see,
Literally
it's,
cannot.
It's 16 days early, but there's no way I could hold this as a secret for the next 16 days.
I even know what the other. I know what one gift is, but that's not.
Oh, Guardian Angels is Nissa, not Al.
Oh,
sorry.
so
Nissa.
she's watching
Correction.
tonight. They share.
they,
Swanky
though?
says we need to keep derailing you so you never get to your point. We
Oh,
gotta
no,
go
we'll get there.
90 minutes of just stopping Jeremy from talking about the one
Isn't
thing
that
he
what
wants
it
to talk
always
about.
is?
Well, no, because he gets to his point eventually. This is like we have to grandstand Jeremy instead of him grandstanding us.
But I've been teasing Kara because this angle we'll clip it, but I'll probably just get a fresh camera feed from you, Chris, of it going down. There's something we
Okay.
can do with the footage
It's going down
after the fact, and I didn't get a chance to talk to you about this. That's what's
I'm
kind of
eating
fun.
nachos. I don't know what the next line is.
I'm yelling timber.
Yeah, nachos is way better. Sorry, that song is flawed.
I'd rather eat nachos than yell timber as well. So I'm just saying.
Gabe says that the secret is a trip to Puerto Rico.
Woo!
Oh, hey, Gabe, I watched your video. So Gabe shared a really funny video of people reacting to Puerto Rican foods, and they like had empanadas and some other stuff, and I was like, now I really, really, really want to try some Puerto Rican food. But Gabe, even I feel like what was in the video, you guys probably have some dishes that you make that probably weren't even in that video. So tell us some foods that you like. Well, Gabe, what's
Well,
your
yeah,
What's
I
the
mean-
Puerto
super
Rican?
secret best Puerto Rican thing ever?
Exactly, I want to know because that video just. Oof.
That's what always happens. People go and they try like the standards, the one that a country is known for.
Well, what's America's super secret food?
Pizza and cheeseburgers.
Well, not secret, but it's our like.
I mean, that's what
Well, no,
we...
so that's what we're known for. But like,
Right.
what would you be like? Okay, well, you're in
Hot
America.
dish.
This is what you need to try. That's like Midwest. Like we have to pick as a country.
I don't know.
What do
I
we
mean,
make really good?
I feel like America's the melting pot of all foods.
So fondue.
What about fusion foods?
No,
I
well, no,
feel
because
like
then
no.
you're taking from different cultures. Then
maybe steak. Like if you go somewhere that actually prepares a steak well.
Okay, well, here's the sad thing. Best steak I've ever had in my life was in Kosovo.
Best steak I've ever had in my life was in Florida.
the best. I don't know. I've only had like 3 steaks. I don't eat a lot of steak.
I love steak. Oh,
Swanky says hot dogs are America's secret food.
I suppose if you had those
Brats,
prepared
hot dogs,
correctly.
yeah.
Well, see, like
Well, so this is what I would say is fried chicken.
okay.
People don't think of fried chicken as an American food,
But it really
but
is.
I feel
It's a
like
southern
that's like
dish,
a
for sure.
cornerstone food in America.
Yeah, if you make it right.
Yeah, like you season it just right,
Oh,
like the Cajun chicken and
Clyde's.
Oh, Clyde's is good too. I was
Clyde's.
thinking
Oof.
the Cajun King in Oklahoma City does
Oh.
amazing chicken.
Well, see, their catfish was to die for, though. Their catfish was, remember the all-you-can-eat catfish?
yeah, well, I'm not fond of fish, so I didn't try
Yeah.
any of that. But their chicken is amazing.
Yeah, their catfish was really
I
good.
know every country does fried chicken, but I think that's the sleeper
Oh,
pick
who
for the
said
United
that?
States. The sleeper pick for the U.S. is chicken.
Who said that?
Yeah, Swanky.
Of course.
Gabe says the best Puerto Rican food to date is Monfogo Relleno de Pollo. So something chicken.
Something chicken, yeah.
I want to try it.
Well, we just got to
Mofongo.
go and visit Gabe. Once Chip's a little older, we'll leave him with my parents for a long weekend. And you and I will fly down and hang out with Gabe.
Hopefully I don't hear Chip crying right now.
I think he's babbling.
Oh, he's babbling. Okay.
Gabe's got a couple of good picks for us. That's all.
Awesome.
Solid.
That's so exciting.
So
So anyways, so as you guys can know, I can't wait. So at 7:50, we'll start it here. Only just a couple more minutes, 7-8 minutes. We'll like jump into it. I just know that I had told some people, so they're like, "Well, when are you gonna do it?" And I was like, "We'll give it like 15 minutes." to get
Jeremy,
started."
when you do that, you got to say we're doing it at 8:25.
No.
That way they have to watch the whole
There
thing.
you
Then
go.
no, then they're gonna skip. So this way we start off strong. They'll just show up.
Yeah, and then they're
ready.
gonna leave.
Well, that's
No,
okay.
you just got to say at some point during the episode. So they don't know. It could
Well,
be...
then there's the paradox of choice. They don't know when to jump in, so they just don't show up.
Coming up right after this.
Right?
Today's episode brought to you by Brownie.
Well, it's like that.
He's the guy who sits behind the monitor and makes sure everything works, and occasionally doesn't hit the record button.
It's like that meme where the truck, it always just shows it like barreling towards that post, and they just keep cutting it until it gets like closer and closer, but they never let it hit. And the movie they put it on like repeat.
Oh yeah.
It's ridiculous. You've never seen that?
No.
You guys don't. You're not on the pulse of the internet.
Our heartbeats
is
aren't
not
on the pulse of the internet.
Yep. Anyway, so the helmet really quick. So growing up, like David, I was actually gonna maybe I should just have David call in tonight and we can just tell Halo stories because my dad, we put in a couple new windows in my house, and my dad,
They converted from Max in his house.
he's thrifty. We'll put it that way. And very rarely does he get me something that actually like strikes
actually
a chord
want.
that I love as much as I love that helmet. It is so cool. So it was in a free pile at the end of someone's driveway, just a couple blocks away from where I live. So he pulls up though and he's helping me with
Hold on, the way
window.
you described it, it's like it was sitting on the side of the highway with a body connected to it,
No!
and he just drove by and scooped it up.
No, it was like in
You
the-
said he found it on the side of the road.
yes.
At the end of someone's driveway and the side of the road are two completely different connotations.
Oh man.
I mean...
Like, you know, like we just had a garage sale, and Kara put stuff, I would say,
Everybody
by the
does.
side of the road.
Everybody
because like you
in-
can pull up, grab it, and then keep going, type of thing.
Everybody in our neighborhood, our area, if they don't want something and it's
gone.
actually decent,
We missed it.
the airsoft table.
Somebody put an air hockey table. My neighbor across the street put an air hockey table out, and I was like, oh, I should grab that for the new building.
And then last night I was like,
it's
Jared,
a
we should
space
grab
with
it.
no pool table, foosball, nothing.
Peter McKinnon has a pool table.
All that does is waste your real estate.
Oh,
It barely will
I
ever get
mean,
used.
we have the
It's
base-
I was gonna say we've
it's
got
just gonna-
6,000 square feet.
it goes quicker than you think.
I know it is going to go quick, but we have the basement too.
I want to
If you want
put
to
in
play
a
the
wet-
mezzanine,
if you want to
you
play
know.
wet air hockey,
Yeah.
we'll
I
have
wanna-
half a mezzanine.
I want to put the Moss Isley Cantina bar in the studio. How cool would that be?
I mean, it'd be cool, but it's like an air hockey table. It's like, I don't drink.
Who says we need alcohol in there?
Well, a bar, I think generally it's like.
It'll be a dry bar.
Isn't a refrigerator good enough?
It'll be a dry bar. And how cool would that look though, to have the thing in there with like the droid heads as the dispensers. It looked like
I'm not arguing that it'd be super cool, but like
We'll figure it out.
Space.
We'll
the
figure
final
it out.
frontier.
All right, Star Trek.
But anyway, so we're sitting there working, and my dad.
Brad says we should serve blue milk. Well, I guess we have to now.
Oh yeah, right. Oh, if we could get it like it tasted like Galaxy's Edge,
Heck yeah. Whoop.
that's so good. Oh, the blue milk.
But we
is
can't
so
just
good.
do milk with blue food coloring. We got to engineer stuff now.
Yeah,
Well, no,
it was
we'll
like
just-
a slushy.
We'll
It was
just
so
pretend
good.
we're Disney and then have them divert shipments of the blue
Right.
milk to the building.
Exactly. And
We'll have it
Melu
on-
Run juice.
You and your Melu Andrews. That's
Melu
just
Run
like
juice is where it's at.
Sprite and sugar.
No, there's a whole bunch of things, and it's
Whatever
there
helps you
is,
sleep
like,
at night. Halo helmet story.
No one cares, Jeremy.
Found on the side of the road.
Apparently, it was at the end of a driveway.
So anyway, so he grabs it for me though. So he was all excited and he gives it to me. He's like, "Hey, I found you something." And I was like, "Oh, great! It's gonna be garbage.
Right in the trash.
It's gonna be really garbage." And so he's like, pulls it out and he's like, "It's a Star Wars helmet." And I was like, "No, but actually, just as cool. That is awesome." So when I saw it, I was like, I grew up playing Halo. That was David and I have such a good friendship because of that video game. I've told the stories a million times. LAN parties at his house, playing Halo 2, Halo 3.
This is what got me into gaming.
That's what got you into gaming, was playing Halo. So it
and
was
my
like,
first video game crush.
is what?
Master
Goofy
Chief.
from the Goof Troop video game.
Master Chief.
Master Chief. Oh man. Mm-mm.
What? His voice just does it for you, or what?
Oh yeah.
This is very inappropriate.
So, anyways,
I'm done stroking the helmet.
like I saw it, and so
I don't believe you.
Bill gave us one, and then David and I also have one. We have a helmet, but it came with the legendary edition of Halo 3, and it was a video game holder. So you like put your video games in it, but the whole helmet was solid. It was not made to wear. People modded them. It still didn't ever work because like the visor wasn't. You can see through that visor. That is a made-to-wear wearable helmet, and I feel obligated to make the rest of the costume.
I
Actually
have
make-
a bunch of EVA foam in our Amazon cart so that I can make Jeremy.
I
Master
think
Chief's
what you should
armor.
do is just like some sort of crazy like cobble play where it's like it's Master Chief's helmet, then it's like Stormtrooper chest plate
No,
and
no,
like
no, no.
Han Solo's pants.
Bender's body.
There you go.
And then you can do like Stormtrooper arms. And you can do whoever's legs.
Han Solo's pants.
We were
There you go,
talking
Han
about
Solo's
doing
pants.
a fusion of Bender and IG-11. Would have been a fun fusion to do.
Bender's body and the rest of IG-11.
So,
I'd like to see you turn in that.
way to go, Dad, for picking up that on the side of the road. It is actually super, super awesome. I think it's so neat. You can see inside of it. It screams.
His logic behind it was literally the broken clock.
Yep.
It's like he was right that it's really cool.
Right.
But he was totally wrong about
what
what
it is.
was.
Yep.
I love the warning on the inside of this. It says, simulated protective device does not provide protection. And then a second time right below it, this is a toy, does not provide protection.
Well, because you know somebody would wear that on their four-wheeler thinking.
Who would put this on? It's clearly
Does it
just
stop
foam.
needler rounds is the question.
Right?
It's just like really thin, well, not thin plastic, but it's, that's not going to protect anything.
Gabe, where did you send the picture of that? I'm looking in the Discord. I don't know if that's where I should be looking or not. He sent a picture of that food.
Oh!
Ooh. Maybe he sent it
What
as
is this?
listener mail.
Oh, wait, okay. Oh, it could be that too. Jeremy actually has access to listener mail today.
Oh, could it be listener mail?
We're looking through.
I really like to Messenger, of course. It's going to be the Rise the Podcast Messenger, Jeremy directly. We have too many points of contact. Brad says that helmet does not prevent STDs.
Ah.
It does because no one will ever touch you while you're wearing it.
Well, then, as you know, too, so I tried to be
Ooh.
involved,
Okay, that looks good.
and on Monday, were you going to put it up for everybody, Kara?
Ooh,
Put it
that
up, Kara.
that
Hold on,
though.
I can.
Oh, you're going to do it?
Are
Okay.
you gonna pull it up?
Yeah.
That looks
Rise the Podcast, then I'm guessing.
real good. Yeah, the Rise of the Podcast Facebook Messenger.
Oh boy. Okay. How do I get there? Inbox. All I do is post the memes. I don't use Facebook for anything. Oh my god, I do not want notifications.
There it is.
Oh. That jinx.
The one on the right specifically looks amazing.
I do have window capture. Gotta edit it. Can you just grab okay, there we go. There it is. That looks really freaking good.
Yeah, it does.
That looks delicious. That is awesome.
Delish.
Yes, I don't know if there's any personal information on here, but stop looking. One of these days, I'll actually have like dedicated stuff where it's like, oh, I want to show something from the Discord or something.
Now we're gonna have to change all the passwords or something, like.
Yeah, the password can't be 1 2 3 4 5 6 anymore.
Speaking of which, like for Brad specifically, I'm so frustrated. I'm telling you, every day I get at midnight exactly, or at like 1 a.m, trying to get into your Instagram. They're trying to I don't use Instagram. B, I don't know my own passwords. They're in a password manager behind a 2-factor authentication token.
Somebody tried to log into my Gmail while I was at work. I got an email
did you hit no?
notification. Yeah, it said that somebody was trying to log in from Minneapolis.
Apparently, so I was talking to Jason Manning.
I changed my password real fast.
He called me. I sent him some files that he needed.
Yeah.
From work, it was a work thing. Anyway, he calls me. He's like, "Did you send me an email?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, good." He's like, "There's some big whatever," and he's like explaining how like all these different places have gotten like hacked and are sending like whatever things, and he's like, "So I just need to make sure before I open this link."
So it's really funny. I've been meaning to talk to you about this, and we got to get to the thing, but
yeah, Gabe says it's bigger than it looks. I'm sure it is, buddy.
I had laughed because you shared like a commercial, come down to the Minuet, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Chris, you shared something on your Facebook, but it's because of Jason Manning.
Yep.
You're just doing him a solid.
I am.
And so I had to laugh. I was like, oh, Chris is...
Well, that is like the Minuet and I actually have kind of a relationship because that's the very first feature film I ever worked on. We shot scenes there.
Really?
So,
wait, where's the Minuet?
On the way
Friedenberg.
to... Yeah, on the way to also the cabin.
Yep.
And like a white-faced reservoir? Is that the name
that's the one.
So, yeah.
Don't Google it because I don't want you guys going there. Hello, that Pokemon guy. Have we been obsessed with Pokemon recently?
It's so stupid.
Oh, my
Cinderace
goodness.
is like my new favorite Pokemon. But anyways, so Chris, when I play this for Kara and you do your thing, are you going to be able to have her like...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I am
recorded?
so
Because I want to...
Also, do you want me to record
on?
like her reaction just separate too? I can just fire this up.
You could. If
What
it doesn't
is
mess up
this?
your thing.
No, it'll be fine.
I was teasing her. I was like, so-and-so is going to see you. That they're going to see you. And
So I'll fire this up when you're ready.
So she's mad because she said she didn't spend enough time on her makeup.
I did
I don't think you've
quick
ever spent enough time on your makeup.
Excuse me.
Last week she did red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, everyone knows that that's the Russian flag colors.
So should we do? Are we ready to do the anniversary present?
Brad's like, yikes. I'm just like doing the call out on Kara the last 2 weeks. I made fun of your feet.
I'm just gonna wear a bag over my face from now on.
That's all I've ever wanted.
You know what, Chris?
I think I'm hilarious, but apparently.
Should we jump into this and then we'll have something to talk about for a second?
Yeah, that Pokemon guy says Greninja is the best Pokemon.
I have a
loves
Greninja. I love
Greninja.
Greninja, yeah.
I'm working on getting enough
Froakie
candy.
is one of the cutest starters.
Oh,
in my
Froakie's
opinion.
adorable.
Anyways, so that Pokemon guy, it's our anniversary in a couple weeks, and I got a present. So we're going to do a fun thing for her in like 2 seconds. As soon as Chris tells me he's ready.
All right.
Paul,
I am
get ready.
so nervous. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so this is recording.
Okay.
All right, just let me know when you want me to hit play.
Can you can punch to her angle, can't you?
Not the way that I have this set up. I have to have
Okay.
it in the wide.
That's fine. Is it 4K on the other one then? No, that's okay.
Well, no, it's 1080,
That's
but
fine.
whatever.
1080 is the new
1080 is the new black.
1080 is the new 480. Okay, are you ready, Chris?
I'm so nervous.
Yeah, so I think should I mute us and just so the audio plays or
No, leave us going.
Okay.
'Cause we'll catch her reaction.
It's a stripogram.
All right, Chris, go ahead.
All right.
Hi, Kara. It's Steve Downs, the voice of Master Chief. Spartan 117, wishing you and Jeremy a very happy anniversary. Jeremy told me the story of the very first date you two had when you told him you were making your own Master Chief costume. Now that sounds like a love that was meant to be. Happy anniversary, Kara. Have a great year going forward. And remember, as the Chief would say, when you make a promise, you keep it. All the best to you, Kara. Chief, out.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That was amazing!
So,
Oh my gosh!
that was perfect. That was worth the money. Who was that, Kara?
Master Chief!
How cool is that? She's crying, everybody.
That was awesome.
You married the right guy, I guess.
I love that you told him the story of me. Jeremy's like, you're not a nerd. Like, one of the times we first hung out, he's like, you're not a nerd. And I was like, please, I'm making a Master Chief costume. And he was like, so am I.
But no, we had been arguing about, like, you're not nerdy. And here's this, beautiful woman saying, I'm nerdy. I don't have anybody because I'm nerdy. And I'm like, you are not nerdy. And then she's like, I'm making Master Chief out of paper. I'm like, yeah, you're nerdy. Yeah, I cannot argue past that point.
I cannot believe you did that. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, so Jeremy and I have phone conversations, and we know that you can hear us having our phone conversations.
I can.
So like clandestinely trying to be like, you got that asset, wink, wink.
Yep.
It's like, how are you gonna get me that file?
It
Nudge.
gets even better. So they accept video responses to it. So we're gonna send the video of your reaction to it, and he could see what he did to you.
For real?
Yes. So
Yes.
but anyways, so we're sitting there. So to backtrack a little bit, what was fun about this? Totally worth it. So we had talked about Cameo. I had learned about Cameo a year and a half ago. We had talked about it, and some people are like $300. He's $80. Best 80 for that reaction. That was like the best $80 I've ever spent. But it's even funnier because Karen and I, we talk about voice actors all the time and how much we love them. And then she did the whole James Arnold Taylor thing, Obi-Wan Kenobi, for my birthday last year. So this was like the perfect response.
That was pretty friggin' great.
How cool is that? And so we had never used Cameo before. And so, okay, so my dad got the helmet. And then
Did you book him prior to?
No. That night we watched. So that night, so my dad got the helmet. That night I was so excited. I YouTube top 10 Chief quotes, and I just wanted to hear his voice because I love his voice.
Yeah, I was sitting downstairs with Jeremy while he was doing this,
and it was like, "What are you doing? Bringing the Covenant back, their bomb."
And I just love that Jeremy. The scene would come up, and Jeremy would quote the line before Master Chief even said it.
Master Chief, what are you doing aboard that ship?
It was
finishing
crazy.
this fight.
Yeah, Jeremy just knew all these quotes. I don't remember them because it's been a long time since I played any of the earlier Halos,
And so I watched all that, and then YouTube and its all-knowing algorithm wisdom. In 2013, Microsoft made the sync and came out with like Cortana, right?
Yeah.
So as a promo ad, they gave a fan a day with Master Chief with Steve Downs.
That would have been so
And
awesome.
the video is hilarious. It's 11 minutes long, and this kid just gets on his nerves all day. So he's like, it really made me cringe. He's like, Steve. Or he goes, Chief. And he's like, you can call me Steve. He's like, you got to listen to my podcast.
Oh my
He's like,
gosh.
it's called Cryocast or whatever. Cryo Podcast. Because he gets frozen in
funny.
cryo. And so you've got Steve Downs riding in the Ford Focus, and he goes, Bluetooth on, and he sounds like Chief. And then like they call Jen Taylor, which I completely forgot, Chris. I met when we went to RTX, the voice of Cortana. So it's like I completely forgot about that she was down there because I was running that panel.
Voice actors are literally the best.
coolest.
Who are we talking to recently? Oh, it was at the parade.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking to somebody. We were talking about celebrities we've met, and we were talking about actors, like screen actors, and then we started talking about voice actors, and we both agreed that voice actors are so nice compared to, like, you hear a lot of screen actors who are just kind of snobbing, like, whatever. But voice actors are all, like, genuinely nice and love their fans.
Well, it's probably because they're like, someone actually knows who I am. Holy
Right?
crap.
Seriously.
Everyone can recognize Tom Hanks.
Yes.
It's
But if you're like, oh my God, it's the voice of Woody. That's
Yeah.
never
Right?
going to happen.
Right.
Well, that was like the You've Got Mail guy for AOL was driving Uber, and the guy got in, and then he would just play it up, and he would say, "You've got mail," and then
You've
people
got a
would
ride.
freak
Right?
out. But
we got a bunch of chat.
okay,
I
all
wanna
right,
catch
do
up
some
on
chat.
real
Do some
quick.
chat.
That was, baby. I love you.
So Gabe said this is too cute. Brad said nice. David said that was so awesome. That Pokemon guy,
was
that's so amazing. Thank you for being a part of that moment.
Yeah, I saw you.
Daryl says so cool. Gabe says, does that mean we'll play Halo when it comes out? Obviously, you guys.
yes.
play
Are you
Halo.
kidding? I am so excited for Infinite. Oh my gosh.
Well, now especially.
Yeah, Steve Downs knows who I am. Kind of. Kind of.
He's aware of your existence.
He's aware of my existence. I like that. There you go.
Brad says, I'm glad you guys didn't pay for Snoop Dogg on Cameo.
Oh my
He's one of
gosh.
the most
This is
expensive,
expensive,
ones.
yeah.
Really?
Yep.
And David says, well, when you play as much Halo as we have, it's hammered into your head.
Yep. Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like now I want to go back and I want to replay all of the Halos again.
See, that's what I'm saying. I
Like-
can't play Satisfactory, all the Halos, and Pokemon, and everything. But yes, I want to also go back and play all the Halos.
Last time I played was when you and I did the remastered version,
Yeah.
the Master Chief
edition. Yep.
And we were still at Hawthorne. That was probably like 5 years ago.
Yep. And so to finish off just the little bit of the story, which had shocked me was, so we watched this. I watched that Ford Sync video on YouTube, and Kara had went to bed. And I was like, oh, Kara, you got to see this. He's like talking. And then Kara jokingly, before she walked upstairs, she said, I would just love to hear the Chief say my name. And I was like, and then she went to bed. And then it hit me. It hit me. I was like, what if he's on Cameo? And then Chris, you and I were about to play some Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I looked, and I'm like, he's on Cameo! No way! I can't believe
The stars
it.
align.
The stars aligned. And then I took forever to get on. It took me like 45 minutes to fill out the thing because, oh boy, what's Twitter? You have 240 characters?
Yes.
This, you have 3 blocks. So you have like, what's the occasion? And that's a block, and it's like 50 characters. Then you have like, who's it to and who's it from? And then you have, what's something you would like Steve Downs to know about you? And then what's something you like about Steve Downs? And you get 100 characters in those bottom 2 boxes. So I was like, soon as I was typing, and the first thing I had to make sure I did is the character name isn't super big and I couldn't fit it in there. So I had, like Cameo, you need to add in a pronunciation section. Because they have like him, his, and her, like they have the pronouns. But it's like, for Kara, everybody says Kara.
Yeah.
So I typed in pronounced
Care,
U-H, like care,
I'm sure he appreciates that.
I'm sure, yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's like, how would it have been if he was like,
I wish that's
Kara,
how.
Kara, congratulate. Nope,
You know what's fun? Is speaking of pronunciations, I have a story. I'm going to stop recording.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
So I get crazy wacky names all the time for things when I'm cutting copy for when I'm making ads.
Yep.
And I'll email being like, how's this pronounced? And nobody ever replies. So I literally will do a take for every single possible pronunciation.
No.
So I'll end up cutting like 12 copies of something. And I'll be like, I'll just send them all and be like, what's the right one?
Right.
Because somehow that's easier than waiting for them to send me the thing. Because at least the ball is moving forward.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah, at work, I wish they had some patients. They do have pronunciations, and a lot of them they don't. And so a lot of times I'll go up to the girls at the front desk and be like, "How do you say this name?" Like, But so how would you guys say PER?
I think you've done
Have
this
I done
before.
this with
Yeah.
you guys?
Yeah,
Okay.
not with me.
how would
PER?
PER?
Per.
Pear. That's
Pear?
the name. Pear. PER. Pear.
Is there like a
hopefully they know,
long
man,
unlay or
who's the
whatever?
person
Nope.
who has the daughter named Apple?
Oh, I don't know.
It's it not Gwyneth Paltrow. It's
Nicole Kidman? Is that her?
it's either Nicole Kidman or Is it Drew Barrymore?
I don't know. Whoever it is, they could date. They could be apple and pear.
Oh, there you go.
Right?
Jeez, Chris, that was a lot for a joke. A lot of build-up.
I go the long way around.
You go the long way around.
There's a lot of people that said that they're down to play Master Chief Collection.
Heck yeah,
guys.
Oh, so anyways, so you had 100. So okay, what's one thing you want the voice actor to know about like Kara? So it was like, hey, this is. So first thing hit me was her birthday because her birthday just went by. I was like, it's close enough to do for a birthday. Then I was like, duh, anniversary's coming up. But there's no way I could sit on that. I've been like ants in my pants for the past day and a half.
That's why you're wearing shorts. They started as pants and turned into shorts.
Just like everything else, there's always the upsell, right, Chris?
Yeah,
there's always the upsell. So it's $80.
Just
for
like Legal
once.
Zoom.
Yep. For once, there was no hidden fees, but it said guaranteed 24-hour turnaround if you pay an extra $45. But then you go to his profile, and he says generally responds within 22 hours.
Dang.
I sent that in at like 10:30 at night. It was done by 9 a.m. the next morning. Like, legit.
Yeah.
Like, the guy probably just,
he did it
like,
Thursday night, Friday morning. He was like, it's in! It's in!
It was, and then you get updates to your phone, and it was like, your video from Steve Downs is ready. I was
How
like,
many times did you watch that before I watched it?
Oh, I probably watched it at least 5 times. I mean, at least realistically 5 times. Like, it was just dope.
I watched it 4 or 5 times when I loaded it in here just to
Yeah.
make sure that all the sound worked and everything, the levels were good.
I mean, that has to be one of the best things I've ever watched. That's so special. Like,
Well, then you get to keep it forever.
I do.
Yeah.
So we need to
cool.
find your James Arnold Taylor one. We
And
need to
me-
have
yeah, and
that,
mash 'em up.
clipped that, and we need to have my Master Chief Steve Downs ones.
You know what I should do? We can get Mike D involved in it. I'll just get an Arduino with a soundboard. We'll just make a little tiny frame, and people can like push the button to have the video play or at least hear it.
You can get one of those smart frames that has like
Yeah.
the whatever.
Down at the new studio.
Every once in a while, we can just have Steve Downs as Master Chief say, Kara. And I'd be like,
Oh, that's hilarious!
Yes.
A soundbite.
yeah, soundbite. And
Yeah.
we can have James Arnold Taylor as Obi-Wan saying Jeremy.
Hello, Jeremy.
Oh, fun! You can add them to your little board there, Chris.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm just gonna play this noise.
We
Was
don't know
that
what it
that
is,
wah,
but
wah, wah?
That's what I'm hoping it was.
so
Making your doorbell. Yeah. Hello, Jeremy.
yeah,
Kara.
Right? I had to be like, yeah, we'll have 2 buttons. One's for Kara, one's for Jeremy, and they'll be like, Kara. And hello, Jeremy.
Oh, there we go. There we go. We can do a crowdsourced button that people can pay 50 cents or something to have it play over in the studio. So people can just like at any given point they'll just pay 50 cents. It'll play Kara over the intercom. We'll set in an intercom. We'll build like a crowdfunded.
It'll be the muddiest podcast ever because people are just gonna spam click that.
No,
button.
not during the podcast. Just like while we're down at the studio.
What
But
benefit do they get out of it?
well, no,
then?
Kara will just sit here with her credit card going 50 cents, 50 cents, 50 cents, 50 cents, just to hear him say her name again.
I do not have the losing sound from The Price is Right on here.
Oh, that'd be fun too. So anyway, so I had 100 characters. I'll tell you what, burning up 30 of them on pronounce Kara, or 20 of them was a fifth of them on just how to pronounce her name. And then I typed in, first date. She told me about how she was building master. Oh, you're extended your 100. It is not a lot because it's spaces, apostrophes, all of that. So then I had to change first to the number 1 ST. And then I think I even ended up just deleting the ST because it was not needed. It felt like going back trying to send a text message with a Motorola.
Why more when less?
Right.
Yeah, why more with less? It was number 1 date.
Brad says he would spend so much money on that make it play noise thing. He's like, I'm going to take out a loan right now.
See, we found the way to keep the lights on or get internet.
I was going to say the way to get good Wi-Fi.
But yeah,
We've only dropped 0.6% of our frames off of my phone.
nice.
Solid. What are we going off of right now? Your phone?
His phone because I needed to.
I was
play
going
the
to say
video
your phone's
for
in
you.
here, so.
Yeah, it's Chris's phone.
So the next studio, our background should have some Halo stuff in it, I think.
Well, the next background is going to be even. We'll
It'll be
gonna
Dope
really,
Squad. Dope Squad. Like
Really.
this is awesome. Jeremy and I did this
This is our first attempt.
at wallpaper.
This is our first attempt at even design. Well, no, it's our second because we had the stupid comment. Well, not stupid. We had the comment.
I was gonna say stupid. Excuse me.
I
That
took
took
it
me like
back.
3 hours to set
I
up.
took it
Hot
back.
dang, boy,
I think the word he was looking for was basic. It's just like we had sort of a weird idea, and then we made Kara work really hard.
It
on
looked really cool, though.
I was pretty happy with it. And then I was like, it's like it started off small, and it's like, no, Kara, I need it bigger. It's like, no, I need it bigger. No, I need it bigger.
Yeah.
Eventually, yeah.
And that's a fun story in and of itself. All those comic books were provided by Free Comic Book Day. So
Yeah,
it was like,
it was.
cool, I'll take this one, I'll take this one, I'll take this one.
Did they even do Free Comic Book Day
They
last
have
year?
it. They didn't do
do,
it last.
yeah.
Well, they didn't do
No,
it
but
They didn't do it
last year,
last year.
'cause
They did it
2020.
this year, though.
Did they? Oh, I mean, we missed it. Bummer, because it's always in May, right around May 4th.
David says we should. I thought about the idea of doing a green screen background. The problem with that is, I would need OBS to be able to handle live keying,
Right.
And this machine does not comply.
If we figure out a way to make a new stream machine that works, we'll be good.
Yep.
And we're gonna like
Just give me $3,000 and I'll build another one.
Right. Oh, speaking of which, graphics cards are finally becoming available. Derek went to Micro Center, not overnight, and picked up a 3080.
Really?
Yes,
So I need to send. Can I just give him cash and have him go and get me one?
you probably could.
Doesn't he live down by there?
Yeah, it's still an hour from North Branch. It's like 3 hours.
Oh, he lives in
from
North
here.
Branch?
Yeah, he lives in North
Oh,
Branch.
you know what I should do when he's down there? He needs to stop by Carlo's Bakery and pick me up
Before
a
you
cannoli, like I've been asking for,
He's down there right now.
and a lobster tail. It's in the Mall of America.
Oh, well, that's
go. Swanky says,
Should
I just
snap
need to
him.
work at the docks to afford the extra cash for new equipment. There are docks here, and I don't want to work at them.
Yeah. I mean, we're huge.
one of my
shipping.
coworkers tells me I need to go get a job for working on the docks. Like, you can be IT on shore, and then just like control all of the computer functions on the ship
Ooh,
as they like.
I wonder,
go
I
and
wonder how
make,
that what that pays.
like $150K plus a year, I think.
You're quitting your job right now and you're going there.
I don't want to work on the docks.
After we're done having
Jeremy
kids,
used to
because
work on
TRICARE
the
pays
docks.
our-
Right?
Gabe said, if only we had a micro center.
Oh, or I have Derek pick up 2 and I just ship one to Gabe.
Ooh.
You trust FedEx to not totally destroy that thing on the way?
We'll insure it.
Just
Twice its value.
just take a whole few rolls of bubble wrap and just wrap the crap
I'll-
out
or
of
I'll
it.
tell
Are
you
you
what.
sending a refrigerator to Puerto Rico?
I'll get a new one. And Gabe, I'll give you my 2080 Super. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Or we turned that one and put it in the stream machine. But
Well, I
sorry.
mean, I've
It's-
got a 2080 Super in mind. We could just use that for the stream machine.
That's true. That's true. But anyway, so back to just to this Steve.
Oh
Downs
my
thing.
gosh, what a tangent that was.
Well, it was just the character box. It was that in and of itself. It was like, oh, I've only got so much. Like, what can I tell?
So
him?
what'd you end up saying?
So I wonder if I can see what I wrote. Let me see if I can see what I wrote.
That was
Oh, I hope you know too. I also made it public. So if you go to Steve Downs's page on Cameo, it'll be on the list of the other ones, and we're gonna put your response in there too. So.
Speaking of places that have links, if you guys want to join our Discord, there are links in the description down below. Jeremy and Kara are still pretty anonymous
sorry.
about participating, but I'm on there
sorry.
relatively often. Swanky's done an amazing job of adding new features constantly. There is a news tweet bot. So whenever Star Wars news gets tweeted out, it gets brought directly into the news feed.
Oh, that's nice.
So there's some really cool stuff on there. Gabe says, I'm dealing with scalper prices in Puerto Rico. That's always disgusting.
That is disgusting.
So yeah, check out the links in the description if you want to join our Discord.
So here's what I wrote. Instructions. Pronounced Kara. Wish her happy anniversary as Chief. That was the first one. Then the occasion anniversary. That was it. And then why a cameo from you? So I said Master Chief was her first video game crush. She thinks voice actors are best and loves Steve's voice. And then about recipient. First, number 1, date, told me she was making her own Chief costume. She's huge fan. Just wants to hear you. That's what he had to go off of. So
He did a really good job considering
Yeah,
the
he did.
instructions you
yeah,
gave.
well, I only had 100 characters. You wouldn't believe, like, it's not that much,
No.
you know? And, yeah, he did a really, really good job. And, that's why I was, like, just trying to lay on the, like, the more the more that you can fill in and, like, talk, that's all we love. Because the James Earl Taylor one, he talked for, like, 3 minutes.
And all I said was, hey, it's my husband's birthday on May 26th. I was like, he loves General Kenobi.
That was it. And he did the whole thing, like,
Yeah, that whole,
hello, Jeremy. And then, no, you can't play with my lightsaber, James.
I did like a whole bit.
Come to the dark side. We have cookies. Pff, light side's got cookies, too.
Yeah, but
Snickerdoodle.
they're-
Yoda makes a mean cookie or whatever. It was super fun.
Brad says, I like that I'm locked out of certain areas of the Discord. It's a Swanky, I leave a mess.
Did you even see what I'm in there as?
Wait, no, what?
I'm in there as Queen's Gesture.
Yes, Swanky.
So you're the queen and I'm just a gesture.
Dang right, I'm the queen.
Swanky, can we up that now?
No, let's not.
Oh, Carrie just jumped onto the Discord.
Yep, I told
Right,
you
I
you can see
did.
her face pop up. Anyway, so another...
Queen's Court Jester.
Get out of here. Look at you chortling over there.
Ooh. Oh, the Dave Filoni thing is awesome. I just want to see what my name is here.
Oh,
so I'm just gonna go do
so
this.
Here's
Boop.
who else I checked. So
Wait,
of course,
mine just says Lady Burrito still.
I don't know what happened, because it was queen of the server at one point.
it was hacked by the Russians.
Wait, can you go? What?
Ooh, okay.
Wait.
What do we got for some more chat here?
Picasso 2K8
Hi, Picasso.
on Twitch says, thoughts on the upcoming Book of Boba series? Unabashed excitement.
I heard. I don't know if we talked about this, but I heard like it is gonna be pushing the boundaries of what Disney's willing to put on Disney
Okay,
Plus.
so for a quick second, Loki
Is
had-
low key real good. Just kidding.
I'm gonna leave it at this. Loki cut off somebody's hand. I was surprised about that for
What?
Disney Plus. Yes.
Thanks for the
No,
spoiler.
it's not. I didn't say which character. I said somebody's hand. There's tons of characters.
Oh, there's
Yeah, but the
tons.
fact that a hand gets cut off is pretty important.
Well, I told you, and you said it was a little slow, so I'm trying to.
No, no. I didn't say that I wasn't going to watch it. I'm just saying that where I left off.
Got it.
That last episode was
You-
a slow episode.
I promise you won't see it.
It's
coming.
not a spoiler.
You
It
won't
is
see it
not a
coming, and it has
spoiler.
nothing to do with anything in the show. We'll leave
But
it at
we're
that.
just saying that.
Swanky fixed your name. It says queen of the server again.
Oh, thanks, Swanky.
Anyways, back to answer that person's question.
Ah, yes, excellent.
You are so Fire Nation, just flaming up over there, cutting me off. And I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm just
Calm
getting.
down.
I mean, Brad will attest to this. I'm just making up for months and months and probably a year of you guys cutting me off every 2 seconds.
I think if you went back through the entire episodes, you would never see me cut you off one time. I'm just kidding.
Everybody should go back and fine tooth comb all of our old episodes. Get our retention time up. If somebody wanted to, this is something that I wanted to ask, and we will get to the Book of Boba Fett
Okay.
thing because I am really excited about that.
I'm
but
stoked.
if somebody was willing to go through and timestamp like moments that they enjoyed from past episodes, I don't have the time to go back and rewatch 150 hours of podcasts. But
I
like,
have a
just because
6-month-old. I
like
don't got
my
time.
original intent at one point was like, oh, it'd be nice to just like save like highlight clips so we could like go back to them occasionally.
Right.
I
and
feel
it's
like
so
Swanky's been doing
uncontrollable at
that
this point.
lately. Like with your seagull story last week, Chris. Swanky, was it Swanky or Brad that clipped
The clips don't last though.
Oh.
Like I think you need to be like affiliate status before the clips will stick around.
Oh, gotcha.
Bummer. I wish I had those clips.
So
I
think
mean,
we
this
can
My
Still-
still.
mom loved the Seagull story.
It was real funny.
Because that was the first PG rant I've got to hear from you where it was like legitimate. Oh, those greasy birds won't move out of their way.
Oh, believe it, there's a R-rated version of that.
I'm
man.
sure there is, but the one that you delivered on the podcast was really, really, really funny.
Is that's the funny thing, isn't that same did drop an F-bomb somewhere
you
else?
did. You did. You're like, whoops, sorry.
Oh, Brad says he used to timestamp them on YouTube, so.
Oh, we'll have to go back and look at some of them. Anyways, all right. So what I was getting at was if they're willing to show some of that stuff in Loki, it gets me even more excited for the Book of Boba Fett because I think Disney Plus realizes it's got to be competitive. You know, it's got to.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to push it. You don't always need like gore to push a story.
Yeah.
But like in Loki, it played, and in Boba Fett, it's gonna play. Although, I mean, I was blown away with the disintegration of Mandalorian. Like, there's been some scenes in Mando I was really happy with.
Yeah, well, the guy getting cut in half by the door, even
right
though
off
it was
the-
like
Yeah.
implied.
Yeah, it's still good.
You know, it's like so like there is a way to like tastefully do it.
Absolutely, it set the tone.
But I hear this is gonna be pushing the envelope.
And so like
Yeah.
it's like and Disney Disney owns so many other like studios or whatever.
Right.
The fact that it just comes
Yeah.
back to live on Disney Plus doesn't mean that it necessarily has to be G rated.
Right.
You know, so and then I think another point to mention too is like when Deadpool announced that they were going to be an R-rated comic book movie, everyone was like, I can't believe they're doing an R-rated comic, but it had to be for that
It's
character.
Deadpool,
right?
yeah.
You know, so in a similar way, and I don't, this doesn't need to be R-rated Boba Fett, but something that's pushing closer to that, I think, fits the character.
Yeah.
As much as I love season 2 of The Mandalorian with like the Luke appearance and just like everything in season 2 of Mando, Season 1 is still really legit when he's going around actually collecting bounty. He runs into IG-11. He's going for the fish guy and then like freezing him and put him in his thing. The process of somebody just going bounty hunting in Star Wars is so much fun.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see that in Book of Boba
Well, do you
Fett.
think he's
Seeing
going to do
him
any
run-
bounty hunting at all, or is he going to be running, like, is it
Well,
going to be...
Somebody could be doing it on his behalf, or maybe there's probably some big, cameo that they might go after a bounty for, and it's going to be some character that integrates into the story, I'm guessing.
I get suckered by clickbait occasionally, and there is...
It sucks you in by nature. That's what's frustrating.
So there's this video by I don't even know what it was, but it's like, 10 rules, there are 10 strange rules that all Galactic Empire citizens had to follow or something. And specifically it talked a couple of things about bounty hunting. So apparently a bounty was only legal if you registered it with the Empire at the time.
Oh.
Really?
Because the Empire got a cut of the bounty.
No way.
Of course they did.
And if you were collecting on a bounty, you were obligated to give the bounty target a weapon and a chance to defend themselves.
Really?
And I was like, and so I don't know how much of that stayed canon. They were citing some Legends materials, but they said nothing in canon currently contradicts those.
Cool.
But I was like, that seems like, it's like, where's all this honor coming from on the
Empire
the
side?
Empire?
Well, you got
bounty
Vader leading
hunters.
it the whole thing. And then, I guess Han had his blaster, and then that's like, okay, he's got his blaster.
But he wasn't given the blaster. That was his blaster.
Well, he had the right to
if
defend himself,
if they
yeah.
didn't have a weapon, you had to provide one. Otherwise, if they're able to
That's
defend
just,
themselves.
I mean,
That's so funny, though, because, and he just hands him over to Boba Fett.
Gabe says, I wish they'd remake the Bounty Hunter video games.
Oh, that one was so good. There was one with Jango Fett on the cover, and it was really, really fun. You had the Wong Bong blasters, and then he'd have
Bwong Bwong Blasters.
Yeah.
That's Jeremy's new band name. Jeremy and the Bwong Bwong Blasters.
oh my gosh.
That could be a funny video, too, of just somebody trying to recreate sound effects. Like
Ewan McGregor did during the filming of Star Wars.
Well, I
He-
mean, just
he made
like...
the lightsaber noises.
Well, so Rhett and Link, right? Like they had the reverse sandpaper one where they had like the games, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you could, or we could have somebody send them in or something. They could do a sound effect. Like I'll do this one, and then you guys see if you can guess it. Like the bong.
Which would be Slave One's.
If you didn't do the hand
Seismic
motion,
bomb.
that doesn't sound anything like it.
Well, I tried to do the shh. Like
I
the-
know,
yeah, and then
but if you just made that noise, like, oh, he's doing a gong.
So, let me take one more crack at it. So yeah. Bong.
That's just louder. I think like
I would
there's
know
a
what you're
bass
getting
element
at.
that you're missing. I think.
Oh, it's so hard to do. But then
You just need a manlier voice.
how about the I'll do another one. I'm already ruining it by doing it right now, but ching, ching. I can't do it. Mario collecting coins. I don't even let it drag
I thought
on.
it was gonna be Star Wars.
I thought it was
No.
going to be Star Wars too. I
I
was
just
like,
meant any
Padme's
sound effect,
pistol?
but we can
Padme's
do
handgun?
warp pipe.
The Wonka Wonka Wonka. I don't know.
It's so interesting because like that's not the sound that I imagined you would try to make. Like
Isn't it kind of like the... brr, brr, brr?
yeah, it's kind of, I
That's
think that's
8.
closer.
You just went 8-bit, so you're just cheesing it with the.
Hey, I didn't say what, Jen.
Yeah. All right, let's name another. Let's do what? Like somebody type in some chat a sound effect for Kara to make. Famous. You do Jango Fett's blasters.
I don't know.
I don't know what his blasters sound like.
They're very unique.
I know, I don't play with Galaxy of Heroes on sound. Jeremy has to play all games with sound.
Look,
Gabe, no easy ones.
What do
you've
you
got-
say?
He said make a Tusken Raider noise.
Yes, Kara, just do it for fan service. Come on. She does such a good job at
It's
it.
very good.
You remember how excited you were to see Steve Downs wish you? But Gabe just
know.
got to do a request, and you got to hear Tusken Raider.
And it didn't even take 22 hours.
Nope,
It's true.
Nope.
It's true.
Or cost $80 or whatever
Right.
it was.
totally worth it. That is totally worth it. That's affordable compared to some of these other celebrities.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang, chat. Lots of chat. Okay, Brownie should take recordings of Carrie and Jeremy's sound effects to the soundboard.
See, it's funny.
Bwong. Picasso wants to know, do you think Boba's crime group will clash with any other legend crime organizations, Crimson Dawn, Black Sun, etc.?
So that's-
Crimson Dawn is malls now, right?
Yes.
I think, honestly, I think that
that could be 100% where they're going to go. So that's what I was saying.
I mean, that'd
was
be
like,
cool.
there's going to be a little bit of build-up. What's Gabe got?
Oh, Lord.
I said, damn, the accuracy was worth it.
But that's what I was saying earlier. Is I think so it's gonna start off. There's gonna be some setup. Like obviously he's got Bulba's or Jabba's palace now or whatever. It's probably being like a world building, environment building, establishing character.
Man, I'm imagining
episode.
some heist type stuff where they're just like ripping off other crime people.
Yep. Or the Empire. Or
Like,
no,
like
the
some
Empire would be
Sopranos
gone.
level stuff, like the what's the new
Republic?
good guys? The New Republic's like investigating him and is like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
I'm just over here at Tatooine not doing nothing.
Yeah, they could
That's how Boba Fett sounds.
I could.
Hey, I'm Boba Fett. I drive a ship
walking
that nobody
here.
knows what the name of it is no more.
I could plausibly see them bringing in Maul. I'm not going to be surprised.
I
if we
would
see Maul at this point.
100% be okay with bringing Ray Park in. And Ray
Yeah.
Park would 1,000% do it.
He's
Like-
still got his moves. I've seen the YouTube
Yeah.
clips.
And so I don't know who I was talking to, but Ray Park, I feel like he does just about anything that he can as Maul. Like he'll go to bookstores to do signings and stuff. I see a lot of people post stuff. And he just does these small little events to do signings for people and like just meet people and
I
hang
think
out
you
with
get
them.
a better experience like with the people that appreciate you in that setting instead of like
Yeah.
40,000 people at Comic-Con or something.
Right, exactly.
So, Steve Downs, the Master Chief voice, the other thing I just saw was I was like, Kara! He was at a book signing or a toy store. He was at a toy store in Tempe, Arizona. Just 2 days ago or whatever, 2 or 3 days ago. And I was like, no, Kara, we could have met him. And then it was like the whole thing was leading me up to like looking him
Were
up.
you guys
on
in
Cameo.
Tempe 2 days ago?
No, but if I would have known, that would be like a fun, if you could plan around it, that'd be like a fun little getaway
Yeah.
quick to run down there to meet someone.
Interesting. I was actually like talking about random like things that would be fun to do. I fell down a hole on YouTube. Do you know who Joe Walsh is?
Joe, no, he's not a quarterback.
No, that's Joe Montana.
I was thinking Joe Flacco.
Oh, Joe Flacco. Joe Walsh is he's a guitarist. He's a musician. He was in the Eagles. He did he did like Rocky Mountain Way, other classic rock hits. And I was watching a YouTube video that talked about Guitar Center doing a series of like mini concerts, and Joe Walsh was one of them. I was like, heck yeah! So I started watching Joe Walsh videos.
See,
and then I ended up there's a couple of songs that I of his that I really particularly enjoy, so then I listened to those, and I was like, I wonder if he's doing any tour dates. So I went to his website, and the Eagles are on tour like right now, basically.
Really?
The problem is, so I saw them in 2004 in Duluth,
no way.
and it was amazing. The tickets were really, really expensive.
Of course they were. It's the Eagles.
The tickets, oh my God, are they expensive now? Like, the cheapest possible ticket for the nosebleediest nosebleed seats is like $300.
Jeez.
Floor, like they have some floor tickets left, like second row center, like really good
What
tickets.
are those, like $1,200?
They're like $2,000.
Holy dang!
And then of course Ticketmaster's like 15% processing fees. You're paying like another $600 processing on this ticket.
Jeez.
I was like, well, I guess I'm not doing that. I was like, I got to see them once, and it was incredible. And like, I got live concert DVDs and stuff like that. It's like that's my experience has been fulfilled. But like, it would be cool to go and see them again. Mm-hmm. But it's just they're outrageously expensive.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So Brad's chiming in. Yeah, he's a guitarist for the Eagles. Like, so he's
I was probably just twisting the knife for Brad every time I said, "Oh, this is a quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens."
Yeah.
Right?
No, so he's so other like when he was like first like coming up in the world, like he ended up opening up for the Who, and Pete Moon, who's the drummer for the Who at the time, notorious party guy, and I watched a video where he's telling a story. He's like, so there I was, whatever, and Pete Moon decided that we were going to be best friends, and I had to go along with it, and that's how I learned how to trash hotel rooms. And he told this story about how he bought a chainsaw and cut a hole in between two single rooms to make a double room.
Oh
and he's
my
like,
gosh.
and then from that point on, if I just showed up with the chainsaw, they'd give me a double room.
That is so funny.
It was hilarious. And he was talking about how Pete Moon used to make like basically like little mini explosives and flush them down the toilet, and he was like blew up somebody's bathroom.
Oh
on the floor
my
below.
gosh.
Oh my gosh. That's just
insane.
mean.
Yeah, Brad said they would toss hotels together. Yeah, they would just tear the place up. It's like the legit rock and roll lifestyle. It was incredibly interesting.
That's insane.
So yeah, I don't know that random Eagles. The Eagles are my favorite band of all time. So
Right. Well, so you were talking about how you went down like the Joe Walsh YouTube thing. That was
Yeah.
what was happening to me. So then the next funny one, and that's how I remembered as soon as I saw her. I'm like, that's right. Jen Taylor's really good friends with Rooster Teeth because they have her come on all the time.
Yep.
And then when we were down there, but one of the funny ones, and I have not watched it yet. Maybe tonight you and I could watch it. Is they did Jen Taylor and Steve Downs were at a Comic-Con and they were doing a panel, and somebody went up and said, "Will you do each other's lines?" So then Steve Downs is reading Cortana lines, and Cortana's reading Steve's lines, and it's like, oh, I wanted to see. It's
That
like you
would be
can
pretty
get,
good.
That's how it gets you stuck, because it's like, oh, I gotta see that, I gotta see that, I gotta see that.
It's so bad.
I got pulled in the other day because the stupid the girl who played Little Mermaid.
oh
Jodie
yeah.
Benson.
Yeah, she went to somebody's wedding and then sang a part of your world. And she's like,
She's
I
got
don't.
an amazing voice.
Unbelievable.
It's ridiculous.
And she just pulls it out, and then the girl was doing like the same thing as like she was just like super excited, and then like singing a lyric here and there. It was really good. Then I'm going down rabbit holes on that, and
I actually recently rewatched Little Mermaid for the first time in a long time.
Such
Like
a
I
good
enjoy the
movie.
movie.
it's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
It had probably been 10 years since I had seen it. It's like, dang, this is such a good like
Yeah.
Under the Sea, of course, is like the showstopper or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All of the songs in that movie are great.
Yeah, they're all real good.
And that's what's so hard about like the new Disney movies is they just don't have the amount of hits. Aladdin, love damn near every song.
Yep.
Lion King, so many good songs in Lion King. Beauty and the Beast has a bunch. It's like all of these.
Yeah,
songs.
all the classic era ones.
Mulan. I saw a guy. It was really funny. Somebody showed me. Derek showed me a TikTok video at work, and it was this guy, and he broke up with his girlfriend, and this is for a TikTok, remember? And so she kicked him off the Disney Plus.
Oh.
And so he's like crying. He's like, "You can take my microwave from the apartment, but you know I need Mulan to get through my day." He's like, "You know I need to make a man out of me. Like I listen to that. That's my anthem." And it's this black dude, and he's just crying, losing it
that's
over
so
the fact that
funny.
his girlfriend took away his Disney Plus. And I was like, as soon as you say Mulan, it's like so good. That's a shame on you, shame on your cow, right?
Shame on you, shame on your cow. Yeah, that's
that,
Mushu. Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Or is it shame on your family, shame on your cow? I don't remember.
It's something like that. People understand.
yeah.
But and then really,
And that's why I have to stay friends with you, otherwise I'll get kicked out the Disney Plus.
right. Well, so and then another big one on Cameo is I looked for Dave Filoni. He does
Yeah.
not do one. Ashley
Really?
Eckstein used to do it, and then the person also has the option to donate all the proceeds directly to charity. And Ashley does it, but she's taking a breather, so she doesn't do it anymore. So it's kind of a thing where I would imagine. And then Femi Taylor, who there's the whole Star Wars Everyday background story about like us dealing with Femi Taylor. She was
You made
20.
that sound like it was a bad thing.
No,
She
it's
was
good.
obsessed with us. And we had to get a restraining order.
So she was $20. Take a guess what her new price is.
$22.
80.
Dang, okay.
She's $80 now. It's like I was gonna do one for 20.
Every once in a
80's
while,
a little expensive. That's Steve Downs level now here.
every once in a while, I get Klaus, her boyfriend, will post stuff on Facebook, so I get a little glimpse into like what she's up to.
Well, then I'm
Interesting.
on her page, and she's like, she'll go to small cons. That's what's really neat about her. too.
DuluCon.
Yeah, we need to get her to
Seriously, we actually when the first year for DuluCon, I told them I was like, if we wanted to get a celebrity, I'm pretty sure Femi Taylor would probably be a fairly easy one to get.
I'm available.
come. Right.
I mean, yeah, we'll advertise Chris Brown is going to be at DuluCon.
And they'll be like, who's this white guy? Swanky says he's never seen either Mulan. You don't need to watch the live action.
Don't
one. You
don't
can
watch the
skip
new
that.
one. Watch the original.
That
So
just makes
good.
me angry.
The new
live
one.
action.
Well, that he hasn't seen it?
No.
I
The
mean,
live action.
yes, a little bit.
The whole point. I got to go there. The whole point of Mulan was that she's a strong, abled character and she works for it. And in the new live action one, they take all of her hard work away and they chalk it up to chi. So,
Really?
Yeah. So
More
now,
or less, yeah.
Yeah. So now, like before, she like uses her smarts. She'd do a scarf around it to climb the thing.
Well, that was
or
the
she
2
knocks
wrist
it
weights
over.
that you needed.
Okay, so she
and then she because it was supposed to hamper your ability to climb the pole.
Yep. Now
Then
she
she
jumps
used-
on invisible air up to the top and like plucks it out. She uses chi to get up there. in the beginning of the movie, there's a chicken scene where like there's a chicken on the roof and she's trying to get it, and then, like she goes to fall. She like uses the chi to protect herself.
Oh,
no
so
skill.
So she's Ray.
Yeah, she's Ray, right? Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Yep. And they did the completely
Name's
removes.
Mulan.
Yep.
Mulan Skywalker.
And they took all the songs out of it. Like they made it occasionally like this little background instrumental kind of.
Oh.
And
I heard that
sad.
the three guys, like the angry guy, the skinny guy, and the
Yeah,
the
I
fat
love
guy
those
or whatever.
three.
Yeah.
Like I heard, like the thing that I heard a lot of people complaining about is like they just sort of like just made them not in the thing.
Yeah,
at all.
they
Right.
weren't really.
Well, then here's the other thing. Oh, and we've talked about this. They keep hounding her on showering. They're like, when are you going to take a shower? So and so you stink. Like, you need to go. And so they make a big deal about her like having to go sneak off and get clean. They don't need to address it. We can do like, doesn't need to be addressed.
At all.
Like, we know she's a woman hiding. There's so many other things.
Yeah,
that
like
they
we
can
got the
find out
one
about.
funny moment where like the guys are trying to bond with her
Yeah.
in the animated movie, but
Yep.
even in that one, it wasn't necessary.
Nope.
yeah.
And it was just so, it made me so frustrated because they're all like trying to call her out. Then like, she's in the lake and somebody shows up and it's just, it didn't need to be there. It's
Speaking of which, Kara, I think you need to take a shower. I'm just kidding.
I'm a new mom,
Oh, I
okay?
thought you were saying I'm a man.
Yeah.
I'm a man.
But then like even that
Aren't men
song,
supposed to smell bad across all this anyway?
if you're talking about Matthew McConaughey, sure.
Oh yeah, he
He
doesn't.
doesn't use deodorant.
Yeah, because he thinks that women are attracted to his
Natural
manly
musk.
musk.
I think that's like technically true.
But
No,
Outside of
I'm
the fact
sorry.
that
When a
he's-
man stinks, and I'm gonna get far away.
she's gonna hose me out with a fire hose.
Pretty much.
Swanky says Grogu's giving him the evil eye.
Oh, Swanky, he's giving
He's
Swanky
kind of peeking out from the corner over here. Just
He's
kind
like, "What are you doing, Swanky?"
right. But no, the song from Mulan. I hope she cooks well. That's the big guy.
Yeah.
I love
I
that
couldn't
It
song.
care
doesn't
about-
matter what she looks like. It all
only
depends
matters
on what she cooks like. Beef, pork, chicken.
I love that. Oh, is it good? It's so funny.
And then Mulan's like, "What? How about a girl who's got a brain,
Who
always speaks her mind?" Nah.
See, this is the stuff that's burned into you.
It
Yep.
is. Oh, that was such a good movie. I need to watch that again.
Do you want to turn Grogu towards the couch?
Is he freaking out Swanky?
Yeah, apparently. He can't hurt you now. Now he's on timeout. That's
that
what you get for
better,
eating all those
Swanky?
macaroons.
So I am going to have to make a robotic Grogu now just to mess with Swanky. That
Yeah.
secretly wheels out from behind the chair when no one's touching him to like look at Swanky. I'm gonna
Directly
take
at
pictures
him.
of him and he's gonna like pop up.
No.
I'm gonna hack
Here-
Swanky's
here's-
phone and
You
change
need,
his
you need to
background
put
to
it behind
Grogu.
your chair so it just goes
Right.
right over
Something
your shoulder.
that's even easier is we'll just have Chris. You'll have a few frames that you can overlay.
Oh,
Since
yeah,
the
yeah.
set doesn't move,
Yeah.
we'll just have like him peek out from behind Jeremy's chair over there and
There you
like
go.
peek
Now you
out
ruined
from
the
right above
mysticism
here,
of
and
it.
you'll have to
Do
have
I
it like
still
go,
have...
On Yoda Shrek?
Bernie.
I don't think... No, I don't have Bernie loaded in here
No,
anymore.
because it's in a new computer.
Oh, that's
compared to
right.
The laptop. Yeah. That one
That's
didn't
right.
make the-
No, it's funny. Is like I still have remote access to the laptops. Every time it's on, it's like, I'm on my phone. It's like, oh, I can
Oh,
remote
yeah,
it. It's
yeah,
like,
right.
messing with your stuff.
Then I would think it would be those Instagram hackers.
Right.
Cam says, I guess I know what I'm watching after this tonight.
Hey, Mulan. It's on Disney
It's worth a
Plus.
watch.
Yeah,
it's only like an
so
hour and
good.
20 minutes long. so-
That's the other thing too I love about those old movies. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
well, I just love being able to watch. Sometimes I don't want to watch a movie that's 2 hours long or 2 hours and 20 minutes long. Like 120 minutes or less. Like 114 minutes. Some of
There's-
these ones are. You know.
Yeah.
They go by so fast. I remember
Yeah,
being
90
a kid
minutes, yeah.
and thinking these movies were so long, and now
Yeah.
as an adult, I'm watching. I'm like, oh wait, it's over. Like,
Speaking of things that are so long, it'll take you so long to send us stuff to our P.O. box if you want us to see it because it comes incredibly slowly. But if you do want to send us stuff to the listener snail mail, it's P.O. Box 3110, Duluth, Minnesota, 55803.
That's right.
Just got to throw that out there. That's what's known in the biz as a segue.
Ooh. Segue into all the other things we have. we
my
have
goodness.
email. PO
Oh, okay.
box.
You want me to really go with that? Okay. So also, if you want to send us something a little bit faster, you can send an email and tell us a Star Wars story or something that means something to you, and we'll talk about it on the podcast. Just contact at riseofthepodcast.com. Swanky wants to know if we got the deer repellent yet. I meant my fan mail.
For those of you who don't know, poor
gotten
Brooks.
that yet.
Brooks poor making the other guy puke.
oh man.
Mail delivery guy puke. But so tonight's whole thing started because of Halo. My dad got that helmet and turned into a really good, segued into a really good anniversary gift.
That was an amazing anniversary gift.
How fun was that?
That was
and not to
amazing.
mention, she also is getting a set of Ahsoka lightsaber, a necklace made by Rock Love, the same person who makes her ring.
My Ahsoka ring.
Didn't you break one of those?
No, this
The
one,
enamel.
the enamel's chipped out in the bottom of it.
Oh.
It's a common problem with the rings, I guess. And there's actually a specific nail polish that they say you can fill it in with.
Interesting. Gabe says he's going to send one next week. I don't know if that means he's going to snail mail an email.
I got to snail mail Gabe some stuff. We still have that hot chip if you're ever interested.
That's probably just going to
eating it.
kill him outright because of how old it is at
Well,
this
no,
point.
it's fine.
I mean, it's hermetically
fine.
sealed. That doesn't mean that it's going to stop it from becoming radioactive or anything.
Or stale. We can just have the box and the chip as a memento.
I don't think it's going to be stale. I mean, that thing's sealed tight.
Yeah, and if you're worried about the staleness of that chip, you're probably not considering the worst parameters of it.
Yeah, I'd rather have it be stale than have it absolutely destroy my innards.
So for the Discord, I was trying to be involved. So Monday I had the day off. And I was working on, there you go. I was working on a project and I was like, all right. I get yelled at for not participating on Discord enough. Chris is always like, hey, you got to be on Discord. So I was like, all right. I'm putting in a window and take pictures of this stuff. So we had some fun. I had to figure out